think most Africans are quite tired of us being the damned continent, the dark continent. We know that that is not who we are. We know that we have serious challenges, so that's also because of the history that was in many ways imposed upon us. I think there is a rise of, there was black consciousness in the past, but I think there's been a rebirth almost of black pride and black consciousness. It's always been there, but particularly amongst younger generations. I think also influenced by the American Black Lives Matter movement. There's a real resurgence of being African, being black is a wonderful thing, and this wonderful pride around who we are as a people, as a continent. Trade agreements and cooperation between African countries is actually an indicator of development, and that it's very low compared to Asia, compared to Latin America, compared to Europe, that our intra-agreements are not that strong. And I think that reflects in our media. We don't really have a pan-African media from Africa, by Africa, to Africa. We have lots of Western and European people interested in Africa who are sending correspondents in to get news. We have lots of media, but just focusing on our own countries, our own regions. Africa grows in terms of its own identity as a continent. We might see, and as media and mobile journalism becomes increasingly important and commonplace, for media houses within Africa to send correspondents across the continent is very expensive. The people who are there who are good are usually being hired by the Western publications or agencies and are too expensive for us to afford. And we can't just do one or two countries, we've got to do the whole continent. If you're trying to do it from South Africa or Nigeria or Kenya, you've got to do it properly, and it's expensive to do. Additionally, there is a problem around training and experience and skills amongst African journalists, because they're working under very difficult circumstances. They're often not being paid very well. They often haven't been trained very well. So it's difficult to get the skill level that you need to launch that kind of operation within Africa. So it's financial, it's human resources. So there's a sense that people outside Africa are interested in Africa as a concept, as a continent, whereas people within Africa don't really think of themselves as part of this concept called Africa. They think of their country issues and their regional issues. And I think perhaps when the time is right, when African identity grows in that way, and when the resources are there, it might happen.